Yo, it's the Kick Back Chit Chat. Roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. I know y'all with that. Shout out to the homies, Mr. Wody and Big Sack. Get stacks. Nigga never ever been mixed match. Only when I bought a dicky suit, get a mixed match. Yes, it's your boy Cuddy J. I'm back like I left some guys. It's the motherfucking Kick Back Chit Chat. It's the motherfucking Kick Back Chit Chat. I haven't spoke to you guys in a long time. I'm about to put my foot back on the gas. No stop signs, no red lights. Thank you guys for tuning in. Been tuning in the last 4 or 5 months, the last 4 or 5 years, the 7 years. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my core audience that's always tuning in and watching me, whether it's 25 of y'all, 100 of y'all, 300 of y'all. I appreciate you guys. For you newcomers that's watching it for the first time, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the dislike button also because I like all the smoke. All the smoke. Also, comment to let me know how you feel and give me your perspective on what I'm talking about tonight. Also, hit that share button for your family and friends. Hi. What's up, everybody? What's up? I've been meaning to get back on this show, man, and get my channel back to running. And it's kind of like this is not something you just do just to do. And people, I see a lot of people, they just jumping on podcasts or coming up with videos, running their mouth just to run their mouth. And sometimes you catch them saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Not this guy right here. I can't do it. I can't do it. But tonight I just want to bring up a subject. Tonight we talking about a place that never lets me down, that keeps the content coming. I can do a show about this place and the people around this place for a whole fucking year, and it's gonna make sense and it's gonna add up because it never lets me down. And tonight we talking about what goes around in Shreveport. And tonight's topic, the headliner, um, is Shreveport. How long are you gonna lean on Baby Shreveport? How long are y'all going to lean on Baby? Now, before you even think about saying something, think about what I'm saying when I say how long are y'all gonna lean on Baby. Matter of fact, yeah, that nigga drinking the Bud Ice. That nigga's drinking the Bud Ice. That nigga's drinking the Bud Ice. Yes, I'm back drinking my Bud Ice. Yes, I got it. I got to talk tonight. I got to run it to y'all right. Y'all got to bear with me because this was something that I didn't want to touch on. But you know when it's always things and peoples and places that's known and gets glorified or gets some type of notoriety. And it's always they always get brought back up. Situations get rehashed, every 2 years, every year or so somebody name probably get pop back up, like R. Kelly, Puff Daddy, um, whoever, any celebrity, Cat Williams. They pop up every now and then a story that been going on, Tupac Biggie's murder, stories that be rehashed over just say one conversation or one show to rehash a situation. And Baby is a person that always get brought up every 2 years, sometimes every 6 months. It depends on what the situation is. And why we fixing to talk about Baby? Because that's what everybody else been talking about from Shreveport about Baby. And this all re-sparked, rehashed from an interview Hurricane Chris made um, a couple of days on the platform. I don't know the name of the podcast, but Hurricane Chris was on there speaking about Baby, how Baby didn't look out for him or wasn't there for him or reached out to him when he was in his downfall, like when he was going through his murder case that he called back a couple of years back. He said he reached out to Baby. Baby, what didn't kind of gave him the cold shoulder, saying he wasn't dealing with music no more. Now, let me go back to what I was saying about how long y'all gonna lean on Baby. Shreveporters, How long you gonna lean on Baby? I mean, after all this time, after all this, what I mean by that, you don't have to lean on Baby to get nowhere. If you're a rapper, you trying to get out there and get heard, you don't need Baby. You have a device in your hand that can get you from here to Japan. You have things that it's all kind of ways to market yourself now. It's a person in the smallest town in the world. You can be in Tupelo, Mississippi and get discovered nowadays based off of devices and stuff and the apps they got now. Some of the most popular people that everybody paying attention to right now are from small places. They're not in LA, they're not in New York, they're not in Chicago. That one little chick y'all be following that talks about her marriage all the time. She probably from a small ass town. Don't even have that many friends, but she got a bunch of people tuning in to listen to her marriage. But that's beside the point. Baby. Now, I don't like to say, I'm not going to say Hurricane Chris was whining or complaining. But to me, it seems like, and not just him, everybody is depending on Baby or expecting Baby to help them, prosper, progress. But you don't even need Baby no more. Now, those of y'all don't know about the Baby situation and Hurricane Chris. Of course, Hurricane Chris came out with the album 5150 Ratchet, 2007. Hit single was Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey Baby. Y'all know that. So that was a little chant that the club used to make when Baby was DJing back in the day. And Baby, he's known for throwing all type of pool parties back in the day, club events, other things that went on in Shreveport. He made himself a known name around there doing that. Also, previously, before all that, I think he got on the stage as a stripper first. I don't know. I ain't never seen him strip, but that what he was known for at first is a stripper in the drum line at Fair Park. And I think he was a drumline drum major or something like that at Grambling State University. I think that's his history. But he made himself known, or let's just say Hurricane Chris made him known by coming out with the song Hey Baby, Hey Baby, Hey Baby. That's when the Ratchet movement had prospered and got the whole world screaming Ratchet now. Shout out to Mandigo. That's another story right there, though. We ain't gonna talk about that either. Bebe got known for, at the time. Bebe had the little label called "And What." And I guess he had a few rappers on there that he had under his belt. Once Bebe got big off the song "Hey Baby," and Texas had offered him a job. I guess K104 had reached out to him or whatever. Now he's a disc jockey around Dallas, right around here in Dallas, and he got a couple of Dallas guys that was heated with him at first. Now I think they all kind of cooled down now because he's showing them their respect. But a lot of people are blaming Bebe for a lot of things not happening in Shreveport or prospering in Shreveport because they hold him as a gatekeeper and they feel like he's holding them back, which I can't understand that when you can market your own stuff now. You don't need no Bebe. Bebe, I mean, you don't need your song to be on the radio no more or in the club. So, I mean, I won't, I feel like everybody always say, Bebe, he held me back or he ain't, he's not he's a gatekeeper that's not letting nobody in. Shouldn't y'all have another gatekeeper by now in Shreveport? It's been 20 years. It's been what, at least 27 years, I mean, 17 years since Hey Baby came out. There should be another gatekeeper now, which I think it is another gatekeeper for you guys. I'm not going to even call him a gatekeeper because I don't want him to feel like he has to fill those shoes that people wanted Baby to fill. And everybody knows I'm talking about Big Fella. Big Fella is doing a lot of wonderful things in the city for the youth, the community, and he got his own podcast going, and he's going live right now. So don't try to put Big Fella in that Baby position so y'all can start pointing the finger at Big Fella 10 years from now. We don't need that. But my thing is, I want to know how long is Shreveport gonna lean on Baby? Baby is another form of Greg Street. Back in the 80s and 90s, Greg Street, guy from a disc jockey from Dallas out here in Dallas, made himself known. He moved to Atlanta. He started putting on Atlanta rappers more than he was putting out Dallas rappers. Like he bring the Atlanta music to Dallas. You know, only Dallas rapper that he really just put out there really was Quint Black. Would shake them haters off. Oh, shake them haters off. Whoa, shake them haters off. He did that. Now I think Bebe is like an epitome of Greg Street because he moved to Dallas. Instead of putting out Shreveport rappers, he put out Dallas rappers with the Shreveport sound, the jig sound, the ratchet movement sound. We can't argue with that. That's true. But at the same time, we not gonna hold Bebe. We can hold him accountable for anything that happened back then, 10 years ago. But things are going on now. You should be tired of saying Bebe name. I mean, it's other kind of ways. It's other ways to go around this. You got a bunch of you got a bunch of platforms in Shreveport now. I see it's a bunch of guys got podcasts now. So that's a way to get yourself put out there and notice. If you want to be out there, you need to stop being picky on which platforms you want to go on. Just because somebody don't have that many subscribers or they don't really get no views, it don't mean you shouldn't be on their show. You might be the person they want to view up and get subscribed up if you go on the platform. But I'm just getting sick of this baby talk, man. Y'all need to get off that shit, man. It's a whole different decade now. It's not our turn no more. Us that's 40 plus, we shouldn't be worried about no fucking gatekeepers or who's stopping us from doing this or who's stopping us from doing that. You should be your own gatekeeper. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. I'm about to run into y'all right tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's my turn to talk, man. It's my turn. I ain't talked in a while. I've been watching y'all talk all fucking year. It's my turn now. I made a post not too long ago. I said most things need to be heard, not read. I'm tired of people reading stuff that I post and they misunderstanding it. They're not taking heed to it. They're not reading it right. All they doing is reading to reply, not to understand. So it's time for me to talk my shit to y'all so you really can get it now. You really can get what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. And I gotta say this. And before I even go further, I shout out to the people in Shreveport, man, that's making the move, man, on the voting part. You know, from T Win to MJ to Carla Collins, a bunch of other people. You know, this my big Sack, Big Papa, a bunch of other people. Jeff Howard. You know, a lot of people. You know, what I'm saying they they come together for the community and the city, man, and trying to get the city right. Shout out to them guys right there, though, man. I don't know the deep end or the insight about the politics that's going on in Shreveport about Whitehorn or who the other guy. But anyway, who they running for mayor? Now, some people saying Whitehorn is the guy. Then I see a sign of people saying, he Whitehorn don't care about you. At least you make 80,000 a year or more. So I'm seeing that right there. So I'm not going to even judge nobody for who they voting for on that because I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing about the Shreveport politics that's going on. So that's this tonight's show ain't about that. I just want to give a big shout out to those guys that's doing what they're doing and for the city and in the city. And they making sure everybody's going out to vote. And I see them every day making sure and talking people into voting, even convicted felons. You gotta like it. You gotta like it. It's kind of crazy. Um, you in the city where people are always yelling out support, support, support. There ain't nobody ain't gonna support you. Nobody ain't gonna support you. And those the same people who cry behind Bebe. Y'all the same people who don't support people, but they'll talk shit about Bebe for not doing nothing. If y'all just get together and support everybody that got some jumping off, like y'all doing this voting shit or this other shit, maybe somebody we won't need no gatekeeper Shreveport. There's no gatekeeper in Atlanta, Miami, or Memphis, or LA. Everybody getting money. Or the Bay. Everybody's getting money with no distractions. Nobody's in the way. So This right here has to be the time for Shreveport has to get out of that popularity contest. I feel like sometimes it's a big ass high school. Everybody, you get support based off who loves you and who likes you, the notoriety you got. Some people still get respect off for being the person they was back in high school, and they might be bummy as fuck right now, but they was cool as fuck in high school, and people respect and love them. Or you mad with that big time gangster nigga back then. People respect that, so they automatically gravitate to you, whether it's bullshit or not. They gravitate to you. So it's becoming a popularity contest, and nobody's not just going and paying attention to the talent or the skills that people are providing for what they got going on. You got people out there selling plates, cooking and grilling. You got about 20 motherfuckers in Shreveport that make plates and cook. And shout out to them for not, shitting on each other or throwing subliminals at each other. But guess what? I see people in the background and on the comments throwing shades and shit at the people that are selling plates and shit in Shreveport. It's a popularity contest. It's just like, who's the gatekeeper? Y'all the gatekeepers. Every last one of y'all in Shreveport are gatekeepers. Now, I know some people gonna probably be mad. Some of you guys do support, some of y'all. But when I say some of y'all, that's exactly what it is, because most of y'all ain't and most of y'all don't. If that's the case, y'all won't be talking about Baby all the time. There's too much talent in that city in all kind of ways, not just rapping. It's all kind of talent around there. And and we ain't gonna even, the fact that 50 Cent 50 Cent just got that big ass movie studio out there now in Shreveport that he got a 10-year contract with the city for. Now, back in the day, they were shooting a lot of movies in Shreveport about 10, 15 years ago. And at the time, the mayor, he didn't like that because, he felt like they should pay a fee or get charged to do that, which they should. So people stopped coming to Shreveport and shooting movies. Now 50 Cent came down here and talk with this mayor we got now. And 50 Cent's about to open some lanes up around Shreveport. Now let's not hope Bebe don't all of a sudden try to move back to Shreveport to get up under 50 Cent and try to put a blockade on people from getting recognized through 50 Cent. And I hope it's not nobody that's trying to get around 50 Cent and to hate on. No, I hope nobody else ain't trying to be around 50 Cent just to hate on somebody else and stop them from getting their dream. You know who you are. There's a lot of motherfuckers gonna be around 50 Cent or trying to be up under him and tell him who not to fuck with and who to fuck with. Let that man make his own decisions. Straight up. And as far as Hurricane Chris is a talented rapper, man. He's one of the most hardest spitters in the game. Like, I would put him up against a bunch of motherfucking rappers. He don't need Baby either. Now, if you listen to the interview or whatever, you can tell he was really just counting his fuck ups and felt like somebody supposed to pick up for him. That's why I say y'all need to start depending on Baby and don't depend on Big Fella to do nothing. Big Fella is his own man. He got his own destiny he's trying to reach to. And if his destiny is uplifting everybody and getting everybody on there, cool. I hope that happens. But don't get mad at him if you don't prosper. Don't try to treat him like Baby. How long y'all gonna lean on Baby, Shreveport? How long y'all gonna keep on saying Baby this, Baby that? Now I know I spoke about Baby a bunch in previous videos. How he and Jack Jones from no Blue Bill Jacoby changed him up. How he spoke back down about a bunch of people like DJ Love, other rappers and stuff. We ain't gonna say their name, but you gotta stop leaning on Baby, y'all. You got a fucking device in your hand every day, all day. And all you do is just hold that bitch your phone and you just watching somebody else shit or thinking about somebody else shit. And you can make your own shit happen right there. It's a saying I say. Looking at my plate, your food's gonna get cold. While you looking at my plate, your food's gonna get cold. So the whole thing about tonight's show, man, is we gotta stop depending on Baby. or expect Baby to do this, do that. He already showed y'all his deck of cards. He showed y'all his head. Y'all know what to expect. Stop bringing up his name every time something go wrong. Y'all should have somebody else. Y'all need to put somebody else on that pedestal. The uplift the city if that what y'all need. Y'all looking for somebody to carry the city for y'all. Put y'all in the mix. No, see, I'm that type of this. What type of nigga I am. This what type of nigga I am. Just put me around the motherfuckers. Let me rub shoulders with these motherfuckers. I'm gonna do my own magic. Cause that's what I done for the last 20 years around here in Dallas. For years all I've been around was just hood motherfuckers. Hung around hood motherfuckers first 25, 26 years of my life. Moved to Dallas. Came to Addison. I started being around all kind of people, you know what I'm saying, that got this and this and that. But it took for them to realize and recognize that, oh, that guy right there, he knows something. He's pretty cool. He ain't what we think. And my thing is for them to say they ain't like what we think they are. They might be from the hood, but that don't mean they bad. And all I did, man, I started rubbing shoulders with all these people. I built relationships since I got here. From the time me doing open mic nights, rapping at Deep Ellum, at Nairobi's, Tomcats, Palm Beach, doing shit at House of Blues, collaborating with other rappers. I built relationships over the years that gives me put me in a perfect place to do a podcast and run a platform like this because everybody fucks with me. Everybody knows me. Goodness gracious, Creeper, Kobe Savage, Nice Enough, Big Bud on the beats, Quinn Fox, Levi Cartier. That's just the name of few. My niggas, the squad I'm with. When I got around people, man, and I always said, if we got to the next level and we got around the fucking Jay-Z's, the Nas's and Diddy's and the T.I.'s, I was gonna do the same thing then. I was gonna make my own way. I just need to get around them people. I ain't need you to throw me no alley hoop or nothing. Just tell me to run my route that way or whatever. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna get right around with people I need to be around. Stop leaning on Baby Shreveport. And I know y'all probably taking it. You don't misunderstand the way I'm saying it. Stop leaning on him. That means don't expect Baby to do anything for anybody. Not even now. Don't expect nobody to do nothing for nobody. All you guys need to do is just be a big ass supporting factor and bag everybody up that's coming out. The whole city needs to bag up everybody that's presenting something to the world, whether it's cooking, rapping, DJing, art, politics. But we can't do that. It's the contest going on. I was sitting up here getting mad for a minute. Like, as much as I put on for the city, now I'm out here in Dallas. And I know people are like, okay, why are you talking about Shreveport and you out in Dallas? Because I'm from Shreveport. I still connected to Shreveport. People still talk to me from Shreveport and give me this information to talk about. And I put on for the city for years on my podcast. Before anybody was having podcasts in Shreveport, putting out Shreveport news and rappers, they was coming on the Kick Back podcast show, coming way out here to Dallas to be on the podcast show. So Shreveport business is my business. The shit's 50 Cent came at the right time. Maybe you can get a Bottom Boy movie out. He could do, Manny Go can get a documentary or a story behind. It's a bunch of stories behind. You got JoJo Ward. You got what's the boy name? Not Shangerline. Anyway, the Busta Rhyme ass nigga that was crazy, the hit man. But anyway, I forgot the nigga name. Uh, it's gonna come to my head though. But yeah, man, Shreveport is this is Shreveport time, and y'all need to stop leaning on Baby for everything. Get that 50 Cent yourself. And don't be faking either, acting like you talking to 50 Cent and you got him on your side. You just trying to throw that out there to make people believe. I see y'all, some of y'all be faking. You ain't fucking with 50. 50 Cent ain't fucking with you. Not yet. If he was, you would have took a picture. I know. Told you it's my turn to talk shit. Let me run it. I'm back like I left some. Back like I left some. And I'm gonna give y'all another one in 2 more days. It's gonna be a good year for Shreveport. And this is the year of letting exposing shit too. And I like to send my love out to the people that's got the media people. Take over TV about to bounce back. I don't know what Social Ghost doing, but they another one out there. You got to check your energy, but check your energy. He's on a different wave than like as far as presenting artists or talent or interviewing people. He's like on that the Samuels guy. He more like on that shit about relationships and life or whatever. Uh, which is cool. You got my boy Big Sack who got Good Vibes Only Radio. Where he give y'all a little content on there and some information. I like listening to his show because when he plays music, he gives you the back end of the song and the history of the person and the year it came out and the whole detail of what's going on with the song. He's able to break it down to each song he plays. And then he goes back and give you like stories and shit and fill ins on shit. I like stuff like that. I like seeing people doing what I'm doing because 7 years ago, most of these people who are doing stuff that I'm doing now, they didn't see the big deal about it. Sack did, but most of these people they didn't. And now it's like 7, 8 years later, they everybody's jumping on that wave now, the podcast wave. It's the new rap game. You can make more money as a podcaster than a rapper any day, or a football player any day. So I mean, that's why you don't have to lean on Baby, y'all. I ain't talking shit about nobody. I ain't coming at you hard, nothing. But uh, I know I'm not the only one that feel this way because I'm getting this content. I created this content from what me seeing what other people were saying and me seeing what they saying. Like, damn, I feel that shit. That's how I feel too. That's how I look at it. Whining about Baby all the time. It's like a motherfucker whining about such and such Diddy or Baby ain't paid them their money. Jay Prince ain't paid me my money. You steady whining about this shit. And know what? Baby ain't never replied back to anything. He might have. But he just probably shakes his head every time he hears his name. Hey, y'all, Shreveport. Y'all need to remind y'allself, man. Y'all made this a popularity contest. Now all you gotta do is put all that support, all y'all get together and back up everybody that's doing something. That way y'all can keep Baby's name out y'all mouth. And that's all I gotta say tonight on the Kick Back Chit Chat with your boy Cuddy J. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all.